A recent national survey has found that fewer Canadians are donating blood each year, and more than half of the population has needed blood during their lifetime. As Grace Peacock reports, with demand on the rise and donations falling, it's becoming harder to find people to donate blood on a regular basis.
Dave Cluett is not your typical Canadian. He's donated blood 95 times and has been a regular donor for over 5 years. He represents a small portion of the population who are committed to giving blood when they can. A recent poll found that more than half of the population has needed blood in their lifetime or has a family member who has needed blood. And it was found that 15% of Canadians have already needed blood, but less than 4% have ever given any. And it's been determined that 80,000 new donors will be needed just this year to meet the demand. Dave doesn't hesitate when it comes to donating blood. He says people need to keep in mind they could just as easily be on the receiving end.
If you were to get a transfusion, it would be a heck of a lot worse needle and a process than just blood donating. And all of us may need a transfusion sometime for whatever reason. And so we're not going to, I'm sure, say, no, I'm not interested, thanks, to a blood transfusion. You know, we have to be realistic. Things can happen to all of us, and whether it's an accident or whether it's surgery or for whatever reason, any of us are potentially people that are someone that would need a donation.
As the poll shows, there are more people needing blood than there are people giving blood. And if the situation gets bad enough, hospitals could have problems treating cancer patients and performing surgeries. Veronica McGee isn't surprised by the findings, but says the shortage of donors will soon be a big concern.
We know the need for blood is rising because as our population ages, there is of course going to be a greater need to respond to any number of medical problems that these aging individuals may have. At the same time, a lot of those individuals of course are our active donor base, so they may be donors today, they may need blood in the future.
Besides being a regular donor, Dave is also unusual because he donates a part of blood called plasma. It's a protein-rich component that is often used to control bleeding. He can donate once a week, and afterwards the plasma is kept frozen. People can also donate other parts of their blood called platelets. The demand for all 3 blood products is great, with a person in Canada needing blood every minute of every day. This is Grace Peacock reporting in London.